all know the economy is struggling right now, but trying to save on legal fees could actually end up costing you more in the long run. Here to explain, family law specialist Bud Kluick and attorney Kimberly Kirkpatrick. Great to have you guys on today.
Thank you.
We don't have to tell people about how challenging times are right now, but forgoing getting an attorney, that can be more costly in the long run.
Sure can, Renee. There are smart ways to save money, and there are kind of dumb ways to save money. And one of the dumber ways when it comes to attorneys is to try to do it yourself. It's an area of great complexity, and it's really not something that you should do yourself any more than you could pull your own teeth or take out your own appendix. You really need some help. It is very wise and prudent to do help, and you're correct. It may wind up spending a lot more money if you try to do it yourself. It's being what's known as penny wise and pound foolish.
Yeah. Quick example, Kim, of maybe an example where someone thinks, yeah, we don't really need to get an attorney, but you would say, you know, yes, it's a good idea.
Well, let's say that you've got a couple that's decided, unfortunately, that they're going to divorce. And they're like, well, you were reasonable. Let's sit down and work out an agreement. And maybe they've got $50,000 in their stock portfolio, and they've got roughly the same amount, you know, say $50,000 in equity in the home. And so they think, okay, well, I'll take the stocks, and wife, you take the house. And so they think that they're working out a fair deal. But the fact of the matter is that the tax consequences on the equity in the stock are going to wind up making that amount of value actually much less in the long run, whereas the house isn't going to have that same implication. And simply by having an attorney review their agreement, they could have saved a lot of money in the long run.
That's an excellent point that I think a lot of couples may not think about. Some other strategies for saving money, but really going ahead with excellent, high-quality attorneys like yourself.
Well, unbundling is one, which you hire an attorney to do a specific task. I would just Google or Yahoo the word unbundling or unbundling legal services, and it will get you there, and it'll explain that. Many attorneys, experienced attorneys, don't want to bother with that, so to speak, but our firm does do what's known as discrete task or limited representation. Another one is to hire a less expensive attorney. That may seem obvious, but the problem with a less expensive attorney, and attorneys generally have two things that go into their rate: how much experience and what kind of credentials they have, whether they're a board-certified specialist, for example. And the problem with a less experienced attorney is that they know less. But if you do it within the context of a law firm, for example, if you hired Kimberly, whose rate is, quite frankly, about $100 less an hour than mine, and she does it under my supervision and my input, you get kind of the best of both worlds, Renee. You get an experienced attorney kind of overseeing things, and you get at the rate. Most of the billing will be done by Kimberly at her lower rate.
Talk about the best of both worlds. You're getting all the experience that you both have, plus you're going to give it an hour of your time.
That's right. That's right. If they identify that they've heard this on the Better Show, I will, or in Channel 6 or something like that, the first hour is free. We will no charge for the first hour of attorney's fees if they've hired us in a court case.
That is very exciting. All right, we're going to put all your information up on the screen, and folks can get in touch with you. You've got a website, telephone number, and you guys are just available 24/7. Thank you so much for coming on today. And, of course, for more information, folks can go to our website and click on Better. Better San Diego continues right after this.